Welcome to The Cross in the Classroom, Educating with Eternal Values, the podcast where faith and education come together. Join us every 2 weeks as we connect with the inspiring voices of Valor Christian High School, teachers, students, and leaders, sharing stories of growth, purpose, and the eternal values that guide our community. We're glad you're here.
Welcome back to The Cross in the Classroom. In this episode, we sit down with Shandra Pankoski, Director of STEM and Academic Development at Valor Christian High School. This conversation is about the unique academic experience Valor offers its students. Shandra shares how Valor integrates academic rigor with the strong biblical worldview, creating a transformative environment for both students and teachers. You'll hear what sets Valor apart, from robust foundational courses and extensive support systems to impressive AP and dual credit offerings that help students get ahead in college. Shandra also discusses Valor's small class sizes, highly qualified teachers, and some exciting new goals. Throughout, she emphasizes Valor's commitment to keeping Christ at the center of everything. Whether you're a parent, student, or educator, this episode offers valuable insights into how a faith-based approach can elevate academic excellence. Let's get started. Shandra, thank you for taking the time. This is a really busy time for you. It's always busy for you when you're leading up the academics and you're mentoring teachers and training teachers, all of that. But let's talk about academics at Valor. Let's talk about what you do and the state of academics here.
No, that's great. That's great. So my role this year is Director of STEM. So science, technology, engineering, and math, any of those core subject areas, as well as academic development. So I have my hands in a lot of very exciting things, all relating to bettering our academics at Valor Christian.
Well, you do an excellent job with it.
Oh, thanks.
And we're just very fortunate to have you here. What is the state of our academics?
Sure.
The types of classes we offer, and we have a lot. I know we're going to get into this because it's a big deal that we offer dual credit and AP and all of that. But the state of where we are and what makes us different at Valor than other schools.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I think first and foremost, obviously what makes Valor Christian different than other schools is that we are here for one purpose, and that is to show the love of Christ to our students and also maintain a high level of rigor and excellence in all that we do, including our academics. And I think Valor has done a phenomenal job about building a program that accomplishes both goals. Last year, we had been through an accreditation cycle that happens every 5 years, typically for a secondary school. And one of the best comments that the accreditation team shared with us is just that we were able to achieve rigorous, high level, extremely strong pedagogy with biblical worldview integration in each of our courses. And to get that commendation was the most we could ask for. It was really a wonderful honor. Part of that, I feel like, comes from the fact that we've been so intentional about building in both, I would say, foundational level courses and providing a lot of support for our foundational levels courses, since we have over the course of our history, over 100 different feeder schools coming to Valor. So we have to build really strong Algebra 1 courses, English 9 courses to make sure we're supporting all students that are coming to Valor. But beyond that, we also offer very robust AP and dual credit level classes, honors level classes, and a lot of rich electives as well.
How are those things different for someone who might not know the difference in public school versus a private Christian school? Mm-hmm. When you talk about those foundational classes to begin with, then we'll move into the others in a minute.
Sure.
But those foundational classes, English 9, for example, how might that be different here versus somewhere else?
I think part of it is even how we start through the admissions process, collecting some data points, offering students opportunity to show their knowledge previously, even to coming to Valor, and then building off of that and getting the placement right from the beginning. So English 9, maybe they're maybe you love English and you really want to go a lot further in it, there's quite a bit of variety, even for our freshmen coming in, where there's a humanities program that couples English classes, Bible classes, and history classes all together. There's honors level classes, or there's standard English, or for instance, algebra. So for a student that might be struggling with mathematics, they'll come in, they can do a place test or just identify. Math has always been an area of struggle for me. What's beautiful is we have support classes that are free of charge, that students can enroll in. So they can go to their Algebra 1 class, and then later in the day, they can go into a class called Math Lab, which is a very small class intentionally, possibly 12 students or less. They have an instructor who is masterful at supporting any level of mathematics, but really is a specialty in Algebra 1 geometry and Algebra 2, and have a whole nother hour of support that's afforded to them. We also have phenomenal tutors that are in-house. That is very unique to Valor. We have over 15 tutors that are hired for in-house tutoring during students' off periods, which is a tremendous support.
Early, after school, before school, and in those downtimes, instead of running around and talking to your friends, you actually get some tutoring in.
Yeah,
that's been really beneficial for a lot of kids. Okay, let's talk about AP offerings. And when I heard you say the number of kids that took AP tests last year, it was like, wow. Yeah. And they did really well.
Yes. Yeah. So we just have to commend our AP teachers here. They are so bought into making their courses truly rich, allowing them to be attainable. We actually cast a very wide net here. If a student wants to challenge themselves and take an AP course, first we have some good prereqs in place, but for some students, they really want to stretch themselves and go for it. So last year we administered over 760 AP tests. And usually what you see when you kind of open up the gates a little bit more, AP pass rates might dip a little bit, but our pass rate for our AP exams last year was over 95%, which is truly unheard of. It was something to be celebrated. The previous year before that, it was 93. So this is consistently kind of showing up over time. But I believe it's that number just because of the great scaffolding that's in place, the support, the excellent placement. Our academic program is set up a little bit different. Our teachers only teach 5 of 8 classes here. The other 3 hours, the hour before school, a half hour after school, is really just dedicated to student support time, which that's one of the things I love about Valor.
Is that different from other schools?
A little bit different. Most other schools, teachers might teach 6 of 8. They might have closer to 25, 30 students in class. Our teaching ratio is 11-1. Now, that sounds a little misleading, only for the fact that some of our classes are very niche. They might only have 6 students in it, but none of our classes, our max size is 24.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really excellent.
In addition to AP, explain dual credit.
Sure. So AP is through College Board, and that's a national organization that colleges would recognize. For any students that have targeted a handful of colleges that they're interested in, basically they can call their admissions office and determine, will these AP courses transfer? Oftentimes they do, sometimes they don't. It just depends on the school, and it depends on the degree that they're seeking. An AP course requires an exam upon completion of the course, and it's a set national date. Your exam score is what you would communicate back to the college, and then you can work with the admission counselor to see if they would accept it or not. Dual credit is a partnership with a university. So our current partnerships are with Valor Christian University and Baylor University. And basically our teachers here have to have either a master's or a master's in 18 credit hours in a specific area of study, be vetted by the college, and then they're approved to teach the CCU dual credit or Baylor approved dual credit course. And once they're approved, they Every time a student completes their course, they're getting both a regular transcript from CCU or Baylor with that course transcripted on it. So anywhere that would transfer from any student attending Baylor or CCU, that would be transferable as well.
Yeah. So kids going to all different schools around the country.
Yes.
A lot. I mean, I have a daughter who went through that too. So it's really nice to go in and know I don't have to take that English class, for example. My daughter took a dual credit senior English class, and I don't have to take that first college. And for some kids, when they combine the AP and the dual credit, they may only have to do 3 years of college, or give examples of that. What does that look
that's
like?
exactly right. I feel like our combo of AP and dual credit has been a tremendous just return on investment for a lot of our students. I know you're talking about your daughter. I have a couple of sons that have graduated here, and they have bought down so much time, so much money from their degree programs just with the transferable AP and dual credit classes. I am very grateful for them.
For families thinking, it costs money.
Yes.
Tuition costs money in high school. So then how you mentioned the return on investment. If you pay it now, you're paying off part of what could be a really expensive college education.
Exactly.
What are your goals in the role that you have this year, and the growth of the school and the academics in general? What goals do you have?
Yeah, no, that's a really great question. Honestly, our first and foremost goal is always to keep Jesus Christ at the center of everything that we're doing, and academics too. And also maintain kind of what I was describing before, attainable, rich, textured classes, curriculum, exceptional instructional support. Our teachers are absolutely phenomenal here. And so in order to maintain what we've already achieved and reach even beyond that, I think pouring back into our teachers with excellent professional development, continuing to look at our programs, we're actually really close to being able to offer a full-blown associate's degree. And so that's something I think that we're looking at on the horizon and trying to measure. Is that the right move? Is that something that we would want to do with a partner college? Continue to look at other college partnerships. We have some great ones, but more are always kind of interested in partnering with Valor. So I think those are a couple things on the horizon that we're just looking into right now.
Yeah, some great things.
Yeah.
What's your prayer for Valor?
I think my prayer is always the same. And this is coming both as being a faculty member in leadership and as a parent for Valor. Valor has been incredibly transformational for my family, for my own kids. And my prayer is always that we maintain the good work that God is doing so it can continue to be transformational for all of our kids that come through here.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the work you've done here in teaching, in mentoring teachers and kids, and in leadership now. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for joining us on The Cross in the Classroom, Educating with Eternal Values. We hope today's conversation inspired and encouraged you. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and stay connected with the Valor Christian High School community. Keep living out faith, learning with purpose, and growing in grace. Until next time.